storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
This is like Miss Radley or something like that, but she white lady, blonde hair, and she was like, "Yeah, Chingy was my student, and he used to sleep in class all the time."
Now I don't know about that because I don't know how you sleep in class. I didn't sleep in class all the time, definitely.
She sure used to say that was her big thing. Like Chingy was my student. I was like, okay,
right. Now she said that I probably was. I don't remember, but I don't remember her. I remember Miss Cashman. I remember Miss Cashman.
Okay,
it's like one of my favorite teachers. But I forget, was it English? I think Miss Cashman was English. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that lady by name. But if she said that, I'm pretty sure I must have. Maybe I did.
Maybe you.
But I didn't sleep in class.
Yeah. You like I didn't sleep in class then, but that was her thing. But it's great to have you on the show, man.
Yes,
I guess the first question I really want to ask you is, what advice would you give to fellow like native St. Louis artists? Some people feel like they have to leave the Lou to make it. Some people feel like they don't. You help to put the Lou on the map. So what advice would you give to someone from St. Louis? Like, should they go to LA? Should they come? Everybody want to come to Atlanta now. But what would you say?
Right. What would I say to artists from St. Louis that feel like they should leave the Lou or whatever? Yeah. First off, I want to say do what's best for them. If they feel their mission, it calls for them to leave, then do that. I mean, we all know that St. Louis as a entertainment hub for musicians, it's not like exactly where it's at. You know what I mean? You can connect with different people of some certain type of stature in that business, but it's not like Atlanta. It's not like a New York. It's not like a LA. We know that for sure. But I didn't leave per se when I got my deal or whatever. I was still in St. Louis, but we had to make connections and touch outside of St. Louis to do what we needed to do. Right. So if that's what artists need to do, I would suggest that they do that. It's not gonna hurt at all. You know what I mean? Because like I said, St. Louis is not a Atlanta. It's not a LA. So you really do have to go outside of there if you really trying to rub elbows in the music industry.
With the right people. I like that advice. Because some people, they don't realize, man, the money out there, you just gotta go get it.
The money is out there for everybody. That's why I don't understand when a lot of people be trying to hold other people back, don't want to see other people get ahead. It is money out here for everybody. There's nothing to be mad about. There's nothing to be upset about with the next individual who's trying to progress. All you need to do is stay on your path and progress and mind your business and be authentic and be you. And, your skill set, let your skill set take you to where you want to get.
I agree. Now, speaking of skill set, you've been in the game over 20 years. You just dropped your single, Can't Blame Me. That came out on the 26th, right?
Yep.
So tell us who, because I like the single, by the way, but on the upcoming album, tell us like the features we can expect. Like what is this new project going to give us?
What this new Project Chinglish is going to give everybody is, it's definitely going to show maturity and growth for as who I am as an individual. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know that, like I got a degree in astrology. I got a degree in astronomy, cosmology, numerology. I studied the metaphysics of religion, the metaphysics of thought. And so it's a lot of different things I'm into that I think on this album, you'll hear aspects of that because you'll hear a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom, and that people pay attention to my social medias and the content that I deliver.
Yes, I'm
always inspiring, like with my Motivation Monday,
Wisdom Wednesday,
Find Out Friday. I'm always inspiring because I don't want to be one of those individuals. Like you see a lot of people posting videos of people doing stupid stuff on the internet, and just it's all, to me, it's all unnecessary bull crap. So I use my platforms to inspire. And I think you'll see that side of me on this Project Chinglish with a lot of the knowledge and a lot of the wisdom that I'm delivering, like on songs, like it's a song called Ballin' that I got. But not balling in an aspect of materialism or money, that'll come, but balling in an aspect of inner wisdom, inner currency, spiritual currency, and where that gets you. And so a song like that. Then I got a song called Kundalini Love, which, if you know anything about the endocrine system, the 7 chakras, vortex energy centers, energy wheels, from the root to the crown, then you'll know how that energy works. If you know anything about it, you know how that energy works.
Absolutely.
But it sounds like I'm talking about a woman on this record, but I'm talking about the 7 endocrine organs.
But I like how you flip that. I like how you flip that, because to people that are not spiritual, or they're not, you don't want it to go over their head. So I like how you did. Yeah.
I will say this: it's parables, meaning a parable is something that has a deeper meaning to it. So when you hear Kundalini Love, it's a song that's a parable. So I say that to say, just like when you're reading these stories in the Bible and these different characters, it's parables talking about something that got a deeper meaning. That's what this song is. You know what I mean? And so I got Fresco Kane from East Side of St. Louis. He's on the project. That's who produced Can't Blame Me.
Oh man, okay.
I got Twister on a song that I produced called She Do It. It's not like a lot of big name features or nothing on her. I just want to say that. It's
real talent though, but it's real talent.
Yeah, it's definitely real talent. But it's more personal, because even if you look at Can't Blame Me in the video, it's just me rapping on a mic. That's personal. I want people to listen to what I'm saying.
Yes.
So this album has got a lot to do with listening to what I'm saying. Of course, you get the little aspects of the party, Chingy, and who I am, but this is a dope project. This is a great project, like for real. If you like Jackpot, you're gonna love this project, but it has substance to it. It ain't just me, party, got substance to it. Like I got this song called Everything. And the hook is like, everything. When they ask me what's good, I say everything. I done bogged out, baby, copping everything. No losses over here, we bet everything. But when I get into the verses, I get a little political.
Okay.
I talk about worldly issues, and so it's one of them type of vibes. But as you can see, it still got that Chinglish to it, everything, and it still got that catchy hook. But I'm enlightening people on another level, and so that's this project is about bringing enlightenment to people, sharing the knowledge and the wisdom I've accumulated over the previous years. And I want people to know, they may know these things, they may not, but I just want to share my thought process with them, along with the party, feel good records.
I like that. It's bringing substance, and it's something that we need, because you turn on the radio now, everybody sound the same, doing the same thing. It's just like, give me something different. So I appreciate that. Have you had or how have you dealt with any criticism about your spiritual journey? Because some people, they feel like anything that's not diehard Christian, they won't mess with it. So how do you feel about that?
How I feel about people criticizing the spiritual journey, or first off, I'm gonna say this. Let's say you drowning in a river, right?
Okay.
Let's say you drowning in a river. You wanna come up because you wanna save yourself. You don't wanna drown and die. Let's say Jesus, Krishna, Buddha, Muhammad, and all of these individuals, these religious individuals, was there. You wouldn't care who threw you the rope. So I say that to say those topics all talk about the same thing: inner spiritual enlightenment. Okay, I'm not a religious individual. I'm not. I'm more mystical. I'm not a religious individual. More mystical, spiritual. Know that it's an unseen realm, electrical magnetism, unseen realm that has something to do with the energetic abilities of all things. So I don't care about any Christian I'm not disrespecting nobody's religion now. I'm not doing that.
All right.
But I'm familiar with the allegory and the parables of what that means, of what that is. So somebody that'll criticize my mystical spiritual journey, it don't bother me, because guess what? I apply all things in life to a thermometer. And when I say that, let me ask you, hot and cold are two different things, right?
Right, the opposite, right.
But say, check this out. And this is a Jew. Look at a thermometer. It goes from cold to hot. It's one thing. It just has different extremes, different degrees.
Different levels, yeah.
So it's not two things. Let's be. It's two extremes of the one.
Okay.
So when you hear about the Trinity, and stuff, that's what I was talking about. So multiple extremes of the one thing. Cold just gets hot. Hot just gets cold. Winter just turns to summer. Summer just becomes winter. Guess what? Fall, spring, those are the extremes in between. So, like and dislike, I accept dislike just like I accept like. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So to the individual that has criticism towards me and my journey, I'll just ask them, why you feel like that? Oh, okay, cool. I accept dislike along with the like. I accept hate along with the love. I accept imbalance along with the balance, because out of chaos has to come order. You have to have chaos to get order. You have to have day to get night. But it's one thing with the extremes. Because you can like somebody, but you might not like them that much. You don't hate them, but you might not like them that much. But it may become a point to where you really like them. But guess what? Like, dislike, extremes in between. You see what I'm saying? So
that's a different way of looking at it. I'm not mad at that. That's a different way of looking at it.
That is the science. That's the way it's supposed to be looked at. Trust me when I tell you.
Okay.
And nature can teach you a lot. And I get my wisdom and my knowledge from nature. As you can see, when I'm talking about hot and cold and what's summer, winter, it could teach you a lot. And it taught me that.
I gotta say, I like that, because the way you broke it down, most people don't explain it like that. If you ask someone, okay, why do you feel this way? It's because I said so, or but that's all I know. That's what I've been taught. So I like how you say I study nature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I like that. And so, speaking of, the good and the bad, the like, the dislike, you've remained relevant in this game for over 20 years.
Yeah.
And the people want to know, like, how did you do it? Because a lot of people struggling to do it.
You know what? How did I remain relevant? Some people would say I'm not relevant, maybe because I don't have a current record on the radio or something. But my name still is out there. It's still circulating. It's still going. I'm still successful. I just be me, man. I just be an authentic being, individual who's not trying to be like nobody else, who's not trying to go outside himself to please an audience. I just be me. And I've always just been me, even through the false rumors, the fake beefs. You never seen me get out of character. You never seen me go at nobody like that, because once again, I know how to deal with conflict. And when I say I know how to deal with conflict, let's say this. We are writing our own books of life, right?
Right.
Me, you, everybody. Just because in this individual book of life, they got me as an enemy or as whatever they see me as, that don't mean I'm that. That's how that individual wants to look at me, and they created a setting in their head that they have a problem with me. That problem most likely don't exist. But this individual may have an ego. This individual may not like where I'm at in life and think that they should be there, or they trying to knock me down so I can't grow. And so they have no competition. Right? You know what I'm saying? And so, very true. Very, very true. And so I don't pay those things any attention. when it comes to that. And so I think that carries me on. My relevancy carries me on because I'm just a authentic being, an authentic individual who minds his business. Who I'm a fair individual. You know what I'm saying? I try to treat others as I want to be treated. And so eventually, the lies, the bull crap is gonna come out, and people gonna see through certain stuff. But I always remain me. I always remain authentic, and I always remain Chingy on my journey, and I've never switched that up. And I think that's what keeps me going.
I like it. Believe it or not, I needed to hear that because I'm kind of dealing with some lies on the internet about me right now too. And what I noticed was the more I like focused on it and obsessed over it, like the bigger it got. But when I don't pay it any mind, it really kind of goes away.
Let me tell you something. You'll get freedom accepting the dislike with the like. You'll get freedom mentally when you just accept that. See, people be expecting you. I'm gonna tell you, like, of course, it's a lot of imbalanced comments on the internet when you're looking in your comments, and sometimes I just ask people why they feel that way. Guess what they'll do? Oh man, I didn't think you was gonna respond.
Yep.
So sometimes they just talking. They just saying that to see if you will answer. That's why you accept dislike with like. It'll free your mind in a way.
Okay, I like that. I like because I don't have to give everything a response. So you're right.
You really don't, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't waste your time trying to do it. Like I said, respond to them in a different way. Hey, why you feel that way? And you ain't got to say much. Just ask them why they feel that way, and say, "Oh, okay, I appreciate your opinion. Peace." Get on with it. You ain't got to be imbalanced because they being imbalanced.
Because then they controlling me at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dang.
Okay. I've figured that out mentally. It's a lot of things I've figured out mentally because let's think about it. The universe is mental. This is all mental. You know what I'm saying? The universe is all mental. So the brain capacity of the mind, your mind can be, okay, let's think about it. That's really who's your worst enemy and best friend. Yourself.
True.
At the end of the day, somebody with a comment saying something on social media, why would I let that bother me when I'm doing great? I'm going about my life. Why would that bother me? Well, once again, here we go. Cold and hot, these extremes of the one that turn into the two. Well, guess what? You got two hemispheres of the brain. You got this little, let's say, godly entity and this little devil entity within you. We all have good and bad in us. We all got it in us. Remember when I said bringing order out of chaos and all that, the extremes? It's just the degrees in the extremes of where you want to take it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's that simple, to be honest. Okay. It's how you gonna deal with it. Is it? You can get mad, or
right.
You can keep your composure and say peace and love.
Yeah. I like that. I like to keep it that way. Keep it composed, keep it cool, and just move on. So I like that.
You know, at a certain age, at a certain point when you're growing, it's just time out for ignorance. It's just time out for imbalanced things. Nobody wants that in their life. Nobody want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I come from the ghetto just like a lot of people. I come from the hood just like a lot of people. But with that mentality,
yeah,
out of here. That mentality needs to die. That hood mentality that we all carry of thinking we got to be these tough guys and the persona that come with it. I ain't knocking nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because half of us needed that in a sense, but the mentality needs to die.
I agree. And it's a time and place for that. A lot of us as adults don't realize we did certain things to keep us safe. And once you're not in that environment, you don't have to be like that no more. So
You don't gotta be a super thug every day.
You don't.
It's all right. It's all right to smile. It's all right to have fun. You don't gotta sit looking mean and mugging all day. You know what I mean? This is look outside, look at the sky, look at the trees, look at everything. It's a beautiful creation. Look at us. It's a beautiful creation.
True.
It's a point in time, and look at what's going on today. It's time for more togetherness. More togetherness. And you know what I'm saying? But it's not gonna happen with one individual, 2 individuals, 100 individuals. It's a collective. Everybody has to start getting on the same page.
I like that. You're very positive and you have a positive mindset. I love that. So let me ask you this. You know, you've had movie roles. You've never stopped making music. Is there anything else in your career that you haven't done or tried that you want to do?
Actually, I have my own cologne that I'm working on. Actually, hold on for 1 second.
You got it? Got the bottle?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you peep it. So I got my own cologne for men. It's called Catch.
Oh,
As you
nice.
can see that. That's the body oil. I'm preparing everything, getting everything ready. I just got the samples in for the women's caulk.
Nice.
Got the samples. Yeah, I just got the samples in for the ladies' caulk. I'm trying to get that finished because I want to present them together.
Makes sense.
And also, I'm working on something for the home studio musicians. I don't want to say what it is because it's an innovative idea.
Okay, keep it low. Yeah.
that I'm having a prototype made to, and so cologne. My father used to keep me in cologne and jewelry when I was a young kid. You grow up thinking that you're supposed to have jewelry on and all of this, and so it was kind of natural when I started getting a little bit of money. I like jewelry. As you can see now, though, I got my chakra crystal and my little beads and stuff. I don't wear much jewelry, maybe when I'm performing. But he kept me in cologne, and I always love the smell of cologne. And they told me women love men in good cologne, and so I wanted one day to have my own cologne. I'm bringing it to fruition.
I love that, and it makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm a musician, and so I was recording one day, and I didn't have acoustic treatment in my space. Ding ding, an idea came when I did something. I just did something organically to make the sound better, and it worked. And so I said, you know what? I'm finna create this product, and I got some here, I think. But we'll see. We'll see in the future. But also, you know, I'm on that Millennium Tour coming up in October. The Millennium Tour with Bow Wow, Mario, Kerry Hilson, Lil Scrappy, Yin Yang Twins, me, a couple more people.
And tell us too, because like a lot of people don't know, man. Going to the Millennium Tour, like for me, it take me back to like the junior high days. Like I be feeling like it's like nostalgic. You know what I mean? Like I feel like my parents when they used to be like, I don't like that new stuff. I like the stuff I grew up with. So
you're having one of them prime moments.
Yeah, I am. I'm about to turn 30 in like 6 months, and even when I listen to the radio, I be like, oh no, put on my.
You know what? And you know, it's all subjective. It's all subjective, but sometimes we can get used to what we grew up with, and that be what we like. But it is if I'm paying attention, like I think I am, when you listen to music from those early 2000s and you listen to music today, it is different. It's a difference. Because the main difference to me is in the early 2000s, nothing sounded alike. Not really. Nothing sounded alike for real. Today, everything kind of sounds the same.
It does.
Like you was talking about. And I think that's the main difference. But like I say, it's all subjective.
It is. And I just, you know, everybody like what they like, but I like to listen to one artist and they have their thing, and listen to another one and they have their thing. Like, exactly. or even how back in the 2000s, everybody looked different.
Exactly. And here's something I want to clear up too, because I see a lot of people when artists from the 90s or artists from the 2000s still making music, people will always say, oh, trying to bring back that 2000s or trying to bring back that 90s, or we don't put limits on people. Stop trying to put limitations on people.
True.
I'm a current artist right now, just like any other artist who may have a record on the radio. I know the process. They have when you have the major record deals and stuff, you get major things on that side of the coin. When you independent, you don't have those bigger opportunities as you did because you're not in bed with the major labels.
Exactly.
That don't mean, like, Can't Blame Me is not from the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? It's a current song. For instance, people would think that right there, when they call that old or think it was new in 2003, well, guess what? I wrote it in 96. So music is timeless, and right there trends every year. So does that make right there an old 2000 song? No, it's just as current as any other record.
And my thing is, we still listen to music from the 70s. We still listen to music from the 80s.
Yes.
We still listen to music from the 60s. So why can't we listen to music from the 90s and 2000s?
Guess what it goes back to, though? Mentalism. This programming, conditioning to make somebody feel like, oh, that's 2000s music. No, it's not. It's just music. It's just good music.
Yeah.
That's it. It's good music.
And you listen to it and you remember where you were at that time. You remember like walking to school, listening to it on the Walkman or the little MP3 players. Like you reminisce. So I say don't put no limits on it. That's just me.
It should never be limits on it, because those expectations of what it needs to be and what it should be only lead to limitation.
True. Well, I'm gonna tell you, brother, I'm definitely gonna go to your website, righthere.com. You got like the gear, you got the backpack, cell phone cases. Yeah, definitely finna order that.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna get the cologne on there soon.
Hey, I definitely want to try that for sure, because even like when I was coming up, my old man, he used to like go to I think it was the liquor store. Mm-hmm. We called the A-Rap store back in the day, but I think it was.
We used to say that too.
Yeah. And the man would be in there with all the little like samples in a bag, and he'd be like, "Oh, this cologne," and you roll it on and stuff, and It's
a great cologne. It's a great smell. So
appreciate appreciate you doing that for the St. Louis people. Do you have anything else you want to update the people with? Any other business ventures, promotions, anything?
I'm in a minute too. I'm trying to get the TV show together, but it's in the works. It's in the talk, so it's early stages.
Okay.
But just go get Can't Blame Me. Stream it on all streaming platforms. It's doing great. I appreciate everybody that supported. I got the cologne for the men catch. I got the perfume for the women caught. I'm working on. Gonna be coming in a minute. Just give me a little time. Follow me on all my social platforms: YouTube, Chingy Full Deck, Instagram, Chingy, Twitter, Chingy, Facebook, Howard Chingy Bailey. Hit up righthere.com. Go get you some There merch. The infamous There Chinglish.
Yep.
And look out for Chinglish at the top of the year. I'm gonna be dropping a couple more singles before I drop the project. And love and light, and I appreciate everybody that support me.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.